The year is 1867. The Civil War is ended, the Transcontinental Railroad is being built, and as a group of caring, perceptive women gather for prayers and to sow for the suffering families of Union soldiers. Simple as their work seems, it was a real pioneering venture for these Pittsburgh women. Women's clubs were unknown, social agencies were non-existent, and women had little part in civic life. The YW's growth was sparked by this unmet need for women's leadership. Since these proud beginnings, YWCA has worked to empower women and girls, promote fairness and equity, and challenge racial and social injustice. The Bessemer process for mass-producing steel was a major innovation in the 19th century, helping usher in the Industrial Revolution. With the revolution, young working women flocked to Pittsburgh looking for jobs, and often found themselves living in unsafe, undesirable conditions. In 1892, YWCA purchased a large home in East Pittsburgh, our first residence for women, where we provided affordable, clean, and safe bedrooms for up to 30 women at a time. A year later, the YW purchased a second residence in East Liberty. Not only did these homes offer decent quarters for young working women, they also provided space for YWCA's early programming, including cooking classes, hot meals, job training, fitness programs, day nurseries, and recreational activities. At the turn of the 20th century, YWCA expanded its services to European immigrants, flooding the Pittsburgh region in search of jobs in our growing steel industry, and African Americans coming to Pittsburgh to work in war industries. Pittsburgh industrialist Henry Frick recognized YWCA's important role in the community. In 1906, Frick challenged the women of the YW to raise $100,000, promising to match it if they raised the money within 2 years, which they did. In 1917, the YW founded the International Institute to help European immigrants achieve full citizenship. In 1919, the YW created the Committee on Colored Work to improve housing and job opportunities for African Americans. With the tragic 30s came efforts to meet the needs of unemployed girls and women. Girls were on the road, hitchhiking from city to city looking for work. Pittsburgh's YWCA took them in, gave them lodging, food, and an opportunity to get back on their feet. Hundreds of girls took advantage of opportunities, including free classes in typing and shorthand, instruction in domestic services, and counseling with skilled and understanding staff. During World War II, YWCA established business girls' lounges, providing spaces for factory women to eat food purchased with their ration stamps. YWCA branches opened across the city in response to emerging community needs. In 1945, a West Side Center opened to serve a neighborhood that contained peoples of 24 nationalities and few recreational outlets for young people. No parks, no playgrounds, or public libraries. YWCA Greater Pittsburgh fully integrated in 1945 and was among the first YWs in the nation to do so. By mid-century, African American women in Pittsburgh's East End were spearheading child care and job training programs, giving YWCA's Homewood branch its start. After 1950, the YW turned attention to major social issues, including equal pay, racial justice, and the Equal Rights Amendment. Always on the leading edge of social justice, in 1989, we established the first transitional housing program in the United States. Today, that program exists as rapid rehousing. Other hallmark programs, like Traveler's Aid, were seeded by the YW and now operate independently, leaving the YW to respond to other social needs as they arise. At the YW, we tread places where other people are afraid to tread. We see ourselves creating change in response to unmet community needs. And as we think toward the next 150 years, perhaps YWCA woman and champion of social change, Sarah Campbell, sums it up best.
Can we inspire each other to be loving, accepting, and growing? And I think if we could do that, we could change the negativity in our society.